Hello and welcome back. Today we're talking about foundation model training. Now for the exam, you need to know two types of training. The first one is pre-training, and that's when you have a model, a artificial intelligence model, a large language model, and you feed it lots and lots of data, and as a result, you get a foundation model. Now, this process is very expensive. It costs hundreds of millions of dollars, takes a lot of time and the resources, and therefore only large companies such as Meta, Anthropic, OpenAI, Amazon, etc. are able to do this. Now, also for the exam, very important to know that this training uses unlabeled data. In the case of a foundation model, you're using unlabeled data to train it. Just remember that for the exam, because when we're talking about fine-tuning, there in some cases we'll be using labeled data. So in this case, it's unlabeled data. Now, the second type of training is continued pre-training. Now here we already have a foundation model, but things happen and the underlying knowledge can change. Like for example, if you take ChatGPT and never update it, then it will never know what's happened. Like if you release it in, the original version was released in like 2022, at the end of 2022. If you never update it with knowledge, you will never know the new things about the world. So for example, if you have a foundation model that needs to talk about world news, you would need to update it. And other types of foundation model mostly would need updating. There will be some use cases where you might never need to update it, but in most cases you need to update it. And one of the ways to do that is continued pre-training, where it's continuously pre-trained with new data. And in this case, or continuously or regularly. So it doesn't have to be every single day, every single minute, but with a certain periodicity, it would need to happen. And in this case, again, we would be using unlabeled data. So it's the same as pre-training, but it's kind of like refreshing, and it's called continued pre-training. So look out for that term on the exam. Here's a quick summary of what we discussed. I look forward to seeing you back here next time. Until then, enjoy the cloud.